Alright, stay tuned. We're going to be unboxing the brand new WHD14 Plus radio from Soundstream. Stick around. We've got one of the very brand new Soundstream WHD14 Plus radios. First in the country to have it. We're going to do an unboxing for you today. First thing you're going to notice is the information packet that comes with it. It's going to be really thin. It's not going to be a full set of instructions. There is a QR code on here that you can scan with your phone and take you to the full page of instructions to show you how to install it into your motorcycle. Then it's going to come with the T-harness for the motorcycle that's going to plug directly into your factory harness for the motorcycle. It's going to have the input for the hand control module that is now included with this radio for no extra purchase. You'll have plugs to plug right in for your hand controls to work. It's also going to have a remote amplifier plug-in so it can turn on any amplifiers that you're running. We'll go ahead and unbox everything else. This radio also comes now with a GPS antenna, so if you start having cellular signal issues and you already have a map loaded into your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, this GPS map will take over for you, so you don't have to worry about being out in the middle of nowhere anymore and losing your cell signal. It's going to come with a microphone, that way you can take and receive calls when you're on the road. I will tell you though, when you're out on the highway, people are not going to be able to hear you because of the wind and the exhaust noise. You will be able to hear them through your speakers, so this is primarily if the bike is off or if you're doing slow speeds. Now let's get into the radio itself. Soundstream always does a great job with their packing, but right now, we don't need it. Right off the bat, you're going to notice this is going to look like the 19 through 23 GTS model radio. Gives you the nice big black screen without the buttons on the side that you would have on the 14 through 18 models. On the back, you're going to notice the very same connector on your factory Harley radio is on this Soundstream, as well as 6 RCA pre-outs that are now all 5 volt. This is the replacement to the old HDHU 14 Plus radio that was discontinued over a year ago. They've updated it with a new 7-inch QLCD screen, the same screen that you'll find in the V2 radio, but only 7 inches instead of the 8.3 of the V2 model. You'll also notice that this radio also has the camera input for the back for the HD vision that's coming very soon. You're going to want to check that out. This radio is going to fit all 2014 to 23 model Harley Davidson Street Glide, Electra Glide, the Limiteds, the Ultra Classics, the Tri-Glides, all of the Road Glides and the RG3 models. This radio is full IPX5 rated from any direction. That means it's waterproof. Don't worry about washing your bike. Don't worry about it sitting in the rain. Don't worry about getting caught out in the rain. This is going to take care of whatever weather is going to get thrown at it. It's plug and play, so it goes right onto the bike. If you notice, this chassis is in the same exact shape and fitment as your stock radio. Comes with a little plastic inserts, just like your stock radio does, and bolts up the exact same way. Just like in the Soundstream SI model and the V2 models, this radio also does come with a 13-band EQ. Comes with crossovers for both your front and rear RCA outputs. Just like the SI is going to come with a full 13-band EQ that is going to be perfectly functional whether you're running deck power or aftermarket amplifier. This radio does have crossovers built into it that are separate for the front channels, the rear channels, and you've also got separate crossovers for your subwoofer that you can dial in if you're going to be running a subwoofer on your bike. Unfortunately, this does not work with CBs or headsets from the factory model bike, either wired or wireless. This radio, as the entry level, does not support the use of any of the Boom 1, Boom 2 amplifiers that both the SI and the V2 radios do. So if that's important to you, I recommend that you get one of those 2 model radios. All right, first of all, let's fire this thing up. We'll show you some of the new features of the WHD14 Plus radio. First thing you're going to notice is that it's actually got a QLCD display, which is the same display that they use in the V2 radio. However, it's only 7 inches wide instead of the 8.3 inches wide that the V2 has. Super crisp, super bright, out in daylight. You're not going to have any problems with this radio. The other thing you're going to notice right off the bat is I'm paired to this wirelessly. No more extra dongles to add or anything like that. So just like the V2, it has wireless CarPlay, Android Auto built right into the radio. So let's go into some of the cool features. We've got our audio settings. We can go to our equalizer. So we've got a full 13-band equalizer on this. I do know some guys like to rail these all the way up, but keep in mind anything above +4, you're going to be getting distortion on stuff. So I do recommend that if you're looking for some more bass, keep your bass down, bring some of the treble out, and then adjust your gains appropriately on your amplifiers. You're going to get a much cleaner signal coming out of your radio. All right, so just like the SI model, you've got your digital crossovers on here. I usually run mine at around 100 to 80, depending on the speaker, and I like to do a slope of 24. That drops it off real soon. That way you're not getting low frequencies pushing through your 6.5, 6x9s that are going to be really hard on the speakers when you're playing this thing at full volume. You also have a subwoofer set up. This allows you to adjust your subwoofer level as well as your crossovers. You can do both subsonic or low pass. You can set up your slope, your frequency crossover points, whatever you want. Also gives you the opportunity for subwoofer phase, whether you want to do 180 or 0. For some of you high-end guys, you're going to understand what that means. If you're just playing deck power or 6.5, 6x9s, you don't even have to worry about that. As always, if you're running a 4-speaker system and you've hooked up everything correctly, you will have the ability to do full, fader, balance, everything. Just hit the quick reset button, drops it right back to the middle. You do actually have the opportunity on this amplifier to do an amplifier turn on. That way you're not getting a pop that some of the amplifiers are going to give you on your motorcycle. Next we got our source level adjust. I can go in and I can adjust because a lot of the times the radio is going to be the loudest source on the bike and the other sources are not going to be as loud. So you can bring those up to match whatever your loudest source is that's playing on your radio. And like all the other Soundstream radios, you actually have a dimmer feature that's on here. So actually, if you want to adjust that, you go into your settings icon again, display settings. You can adjust your nighttime brightness to be darker. Let's go back. Right now it's at almost full. Right now it's at almost full brightness. If you go back in here to display settings, go all the way down to -8. Now you notice a big difference for nighttime riding. That way it's not too bright for you, because some guys, when you've got the Road Glide and the radio's all the way up at the top, it does get a little bright for you at nighttime. One of the other really great features on this radio is it now comes with Bluetooth 5.0, which enables you to access a whole bunch more things out from your phone, and it also makes everything work a lot quicker when it's talking back and forth between your phone and your radio. Now let's go on over to the CarPlay. Unlike before where you had to replace it with a dongle if you wanted wireless, you can actually keep your phone in your pocket, in your saddlebag, or whatever. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is full wireless now. You can switch over to your other phone screen, you can make calls, you can take calls, you can see what the voicemails are on it. It's all completely just the same as Apple CarPlay, Android Auto would be on any other device. To get back to the main menu, just hit the 8 little boxes in the bottom, take you back to Soundstream. Now you're back to your standard menu. All right, to wrap it up, really excited to be the first guys in the country to have one of the new WHD14 Plus radios that we get to play with. This thing's amazing. It did replace the old HD HU14 Plus with a ton more features. So head on over to Lifestyle Cycles online megastore today and get yours. They're under $1,000, comes with free shipping, comes with the hand control module as well, so nothing extra to buy.
Whoa, wait! Don't go anywhere until you like and subscribe to make sure you get notified every time we post our how-to videos, our product reviews, and all of our amazing interviews with your favorite racers and industry icons. I'll see you guys next time.